Hey guys, welcome to a Nugget of Knowledge, part 2. So start off with this angle here, super annoying because it's hard to get out of window coming out drop. The reason for this being that, of course, you can't see them when you're like this, but then as soon as you jump, you're in midair, so you have the inaccuracy, but they can shoot you, so as soon as you jump, they can start seeing you. So the way to deal with this one I saw SK use just the other day, is they actually run a little two-man boosts. So you'd see they started out here and they'd slowly creep over, and you'll see they're just able to pick off the player here because the player's not going to be aiming up high like this. They're going to be aiming up at the floor like that, which is exactly what Showtime's doing here. You see, he even adjusts his crosshair, but just really has no chance. And this is what it looks like from SK's perspective. See, he's just jiggling back and forth until he gets the kill. So here's a couple of smokes you can throw if you want to go for some kind of fountain control. So the first one here, you're going to run forward and you're going to line up. You're basically going to look at that light as you're running, but you're going to line it up with the tree there as you see and just aim up into the sky. That's going to smoke off the stairs here. This one's okay, not the most useful one. The second one I'm going to show is a bit more useful, but you see it forces them off the stairs. If you want to try and implement some flash or something, try and push fountain, maybe on an eco or whatever. So this one here I like a lot more because it keeps the T's guessing as to where you could be. So you're going to line up with the left of the building, aim up into the sky like that as you fall off the ledge, and you're going to let it go. And you see it's going to bounce off the wall there and block off full vision from the team, the terrorist team here. This one I've thrown has a gap on the right hand side. Of course it does vary a little bit. There could be a little gap on the left and a smaller gap on the right, but it is relatively consistent, believe it or not. And it keeps the T's guessing, forces them to use more utility as to where you might be, or if you're in an eco you want to try and do some kind of rush behind it, maybe jump through the smoke or pressure them around onto the playground. You can do all kinds of things like that. So here's something you can do in a pistol round or an eco round if your team wants to go B. Instead of just rushing B into the meat grinder, you can go for a really simple split with really little utility. So if you come into this corner, aim at the horn or whatever you want to call it of the lamp, and then up to just below this wire here, and throw it. This is going to come over and block off our window, but it's going to be a lot deeper. So you're not actually going to be able to get out mid with it because they can see you, but you'll see here you can get out onto this walkway. And also it covers you from short all the way up to here. And you can see you can't get spotted from window because of this sign here, and then the smoke blocks you off. You can only get spotted when you're coming to here. So I think you guys see where this is going. It's going to be some kind of short push. So you see here, obviously they can play out to the side of it, but you're not worried. You're not running out there. You're running straight up here. So if you've just got your smoke, you can buy a smoke and 2 flashes, because obviously your biggest threat here is connector as you're running down the initial stage of short. So you can aim up, throw your smoke. Then you have your 2 flashes. You can use them however. You could throw both of them, do something like this, something really simple, just to get rid of the connector guy. Run out here. Obviously I ran a bit early, but you get what I'm doing. And then you can throw your second one to get up short or something. Create more of a B split rather than just running into the meat grinder. Maybe you have 2 guys come up middle and just use something like that. I mean, it's really simple, really little utility. Obviously it's not perfect because it is designed for when you have little utility, but it can work quite effectively, and I reckon you guys should try it out in your pistol rounds or when you have ecos in your games. So something I see done a lot at high level of play, but not that often at lower level play, is a support for that peak there. Obviously a lot of people like to peek up like that, so you can run to the middle of that shadow I just showed, aim in the middle of the concrete bar you see there, and that's going to come over and flash everyone. And then the AWPer that you've got peeking upper brown holes can peek really well. So if anyone's holding this angle, they're going to be full white. And it also gets people holding further back. So you see, even if you're all the way back here waiting for the push, if the flash comes in, he's going to be blinded for long enough for your teammate to peek out and get some easy kills. And it just makes it safer for your teammates and gives them less chance of dying, and something that should definitely be done more often. So for cash, this is more of a way of thinking. So obviously if you've got 2 players coming to B, first one smokes it off, right, easy. But if you're often the B player, or like the anchor I mean, you should hold on to your smoke for several reasons. First one being, if you're the last one soloing B, you might get the first kill here, and then you can't really re-peek. They're going to be all over you. You're going to be throwing mollies. So you can create your own angles of this smoke, do something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just throw it, just keeps them guessing, and you can play around this however you want. And they've got to adjust, and it gives you more time to delay the other team, and more time for your teammates to rotate in. Another reason to hold the smoke is for that, of course, but then also the team does some kind of Molotov execute. I mean, obviously this is a bit over the top, but if they do something crazy like this, and you see, that's the possibilities with the B site, is this is happening. So you come in, you can just, and then now they don't know where you are. You've got time. You can jump back. If say that was the exact smoke, you can play on top of this box. Maybe hold an angle like this, wait for them to come there, and there's a whole pile of things you can do, and that's why I really think you should hold your smoke if you are this anchor B player. So Inferno, we all know you can jump on top of this bike here. You can pop up, cheeky headshot angle for anyone coming up short. But you can also use it to play apps. So you'll see you can actually slide down here. You can slide until you're all the way gone. And you can see here, our little friend. We actually can't see him if he's on the left-hand side for us. But if we swing out, you can see him. You better see just at head level anyone's standing. He's at the very back of the wall there. And you can just pick him off like that, simply. And this is quite a nice little angle, because of course you want to be crouched here. But I mean, if you want, you can stand up, and then anyone like crouching at the back, you'll be able to see him. And you can kind of swing back and forth a little bit. Once you clear out here, you can swing back and take out any short plays if you want. And the reason this is so effective, you say you are coming out apps, if you're a T player, you're probably going to check graveyard, maybe sight, depending how you swing out, but you're definitely going to check graveyard. You're going to come out and pre-aim this. Next angle you're pre-aiming is out to the side here. You're not looking there, which is where you'd be standing. I mean, it's not a huge flick, but it's a little bit of a little bit of advantage you have. A few milliseconds advantage. That could be the difference between you winning and losing the gunfight. And yeah, just another way you can use this bike in an inventive way. If you're playing CT on the A side, you want to be a bit more aggressive and take the fight to the other team. Playing on top of these solos here is quite a nice little off angle. So you see you can start off here playing this angle if anyone tries to peek out from lobby. And then you can also just make your way back to the left corner of here, and you're no longer exposed to that angle, and it's quite a nice angle for anyone if they're maybe coming outdoor. You can do quite a few nice setups like this. Maybe this player back here, as soon as he gets one, he can drop off, and then he's able to defend something like this, and then his teammate can be up here, and maybe like while he's watching this off angle, he can be up here watching the door push, and then when this guy falls back to that corner, they can switch it up so that he makes sure no one pushes around to kill him from the back, and he picks him off coming this way. And that's just a defense I've seen a few teams use, and it can be really effective even at the highest level of play. And that's it. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.